right.
Oh,
As as your group leaves Ando, the shepherd, and heads away from the pastor, walking past the temple of Ilmater, you see a long and kind of just gangly human man standing at the stoop of the church, kind of peering out, giving you all a bit of a look. This priest, appearing to welcome several folks coming in who are clad in dark blacks and evidently entering the temple to express some amount of mourning. He ushers them in as you kind of make your way down to south. You have the option now you're going to head to Exitrans, or were you going to go somewhere else?
What if I talk to the horse? The horse has like superpowers or something.
Kelpy,
Doesn't it?
I have a
Yeah.
question. I know
Sure.
that when I use my magic, I'm drawing from a limited source of power that I have. Is it the same for you?
Out of character, are you asking if I have spell slots, or are you just asking where my magic comes from?
Out of character, it's exactly what I'm doing.
I mean, yeah, I do, but I have a pretty decent amount of magic potential.
All right. I'm just making sure because if a
I'm
dragon is what
a
we're going to
magic
be.
music savant.
That's
I do a
wonderful.
little 20.
I'm just making
feel
sure.
like, you know-
that if we do end up going up against a dragon, you'll be at full power. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll be good. I think talking to the horse is. If we can get more information, and then be more prepared, that's okay. If there's a few less magic coming out.
I do agree.
It's a different
Could you-
magic source than my higher magic source. You know, it's different.
Got it. Yes, of course. Could
It's like
you
a
ask
it's like
the
a major
horse
minor.
a few questions for me?
Yeah, no, we can go. The AWU would
Okay,
love
Kelpy.
to.
But we're done with that. That's
Wait,
what
what's
we're
going on
doing.
with these guys? What do you mean? I'm the lead head chief officer captain man of the AWU.
No, Kelpy, that was a ruse.
It wasn't a ruse for me.
We could make
found,
it a thing.
founded it. See, exactly.
Sure.
I can talk to them, and half of our team can turn into animals. Like,
No?
well, to some extent, you can. Yeah, yes, you can.
Like 1.5, yeah.
1.5, maybe.
But that doesn't really give. You guys still can't speak to them. I don't think. That's
Eventually,
kinda
I'll be
dumb.
able to.
Okay. So see, we are the eight. We gotta get some like.
That's our party name.
No.
I have
No.
Yeah.
You know, I don't
the
think it is.
AWU.
Oh, no.
I think it is.
I don't think it is.
Please, no.
But see, we can come up with a secret meaning for the AWU.
Like what?
Right, that means something else. Like, awesome winning union.
I like Awesome Wizards University.
We're not wizards.
But none of us are. Are you a wizard?
Not everyone
We're
can
not
talk to
in a
animals.
university either.
Listen.
Are you a
Yeah,
Harry?
we're not.
But we're animal whisperers.
Oh my
What if
goodness, we're
we're-
not.
Well, Kelpy is.
Awesome,
And I'm a
awesome
wizard.
Wanderers United. What about that's good? Awesome
You're a
Wanderers
wizard?
United. I
I
thought you were
like
like a fighter or
Talok
something.
sort of like pushes up his glass on his face, rubs up his eyes a bit. Yes, I'm a practitioner of the arcane. Yes.
Wait, what's going on with these
But
guys? Are they holding
That's
a?
different. Sorry,
Sorry.
yeah.
Are they
No,
holding
you're
a funeral for the? What is that for the sheep? You think that's for the sheep?
God damn it. Yes, that is what that is.
You said
Kelpy.
so. You said it looks like a funeral.
The priest has long since shut the door as you were all bantering about your group name in the middle of the road.
All right. Well,
This
listen.
is what I mean, Kelpy.
That's like awesome Wandering United, also known as Animal Whisper Unit.
Oh my
What if we
gosh.
let's go talk to this horse, and then I want to see if they got like a cool stuff store. I want like
A cool
want
stuff.
s- Yeah, you know, like cool stuff. Yeah. See. Okay, so let's go talk to this guy, this horse. Well, I guess we got to talk to the guy first. And I have a. I have a disguise kit. Can I make like a fake badge with that? It says it's like stuff for my. Let me like read what the actual like.
I have the spell disguise self, so I could also
Yeah, I'm not trying to like
cast
make a.
disguise self on myself and just make myself, but with a badge.
It says cosmetics, hair dye, and small props. Could I make little badges
A
with
badge
that?
is a small prop. It's gotta be.
If I took off my glasses, would no one recognize me?
Or could I like make?
Definitely a small prop, yes.
Do I have to like roll for that?
You would just need time to put it together. It's not like you can just will it into existence.
Well, yeah, but like, okay,
You wait till some downtime, for sure.
okay, yeah. Well, I'm gonna work on getting us badges eventually. Anyways, let's go talk to. What was his name? Exodus or something?
Exotrin?
What did you say?
Exotrin.
Yeah, Exadrill. Let's go talk to him.
Okay.
We need to work on
Yeah.
your naming.
As
okay.
everyone's getting
It's a
disguised,
Pokemon?
as we're all
Oh,
getting
like-
in disguise, Talok will just pull a Clark Kent and take off his glasses.
I don't think we're disguising right now.
Yeah, where did Talak go?
I think I was just
What-
talking about it.
Where did he? Where did
I'm right
I
Talak
turned
go?
around
I
and kind of
can't
like
see shit.
am yelling, guys, I'm already walking. I'm like already there. Come on.
Okay, but where did he? I mean, he was like just here. Okay,
He'll show up.
okay, gotcha.
Talok, you think she knows?
No.
Amazing disguise.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
This is a joke though. Like she's joking, right? Like I put back on my glasses.
I
Oh,
hope so.
Talak. Sorry, where did you? Never mind. Anyways, we're following Kelpy. We might make disguise.
Oh,
I walk.
wow,
I walk into what is Exotrin. See, the bad thing
Exotrin,
about that
yeah.
bit is then I actually forget people's names.
Did you call him Excadrill like the Pokemon?
That is exactly
Yeah,
what
I
he
did.
did. Yes.
Hello, sir. Oh wait, I'm sorry. My compatriots aren't here yet. I'm gonna just awkwardly stand here and wait for
We
them for
are
a second.
here. We're right by you.
Okay, cool. They're in here.
You head into the tack and supply, and as you do so, you can see that the floors are rough-hewn timbers, muddy and dusty, bits of straw scattered everywhere. And although the floorboards kind of creak under the weight of your boots, you can look around and see that it is thoroughly well stocked. There is bit and bridle, yoking supplies of all sorts, well crafted, kind of like hand tooled leather gear for all of your tack and accessory needs. And in the back of the shop, there is also kind of like a small section of kind of just rough supplies, things used for trading for the travelers that do kind of make their way from Fathom Port to the north. Things to help with your journey, rations and other items are available, as well as kind of mess cookware and various handcrafted supplies. There is a small selection of specialty items that have kind of been traded in kind over the years that sort of sit behind him on some shelves, but it is not a magic item shop for sure. He welcomes you both back and says, you've brought some colleagues with you too, so welcome.
Good to see you again.
We're members
Likewise.
of the AWU.
That is not
Hey,
a real
that's my-
thing.
What do you mean?
Yes,
It is a real thing.
Hello,
I
what do
am.
you-
I am the chief officer with the AWU. It's the Animal Whispering Unit. We're currently working the case to find out what's been happening to the sheep. I hold up the thing as identification again. We were hoping to
Make
talk
me
to.
another deception check, please.
I am not helping you with this one.
But this time it's just true. It's just real.
No, it is not.
Can I give the help action?
At this point, he's just like, I don't think I've heard of this organization, but please, what is it you wanted to purchase some things, or
First and foremost, we're hoping to speak to your horse. What is the royal horse?
Prince Scotty, the one I was
To see if he knows
interested in.
anything.
you would like to you'd like to speak to him?
Yeah, we're investigating what's going on, and I've heard that he's got some sort of attunement with the strange.
Perhaps. You're free to go out into the stable yard and talk to as many of the horses as you want. I mean, two of them are presumably yours.
We can talk
Bruce
to
and
our
Willis,
horse.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Bruce and Willis. That is good names for horses.
Very good.
Thank you.
And actually, Exotrin, I look into Kelpy here, my compatriot. He is adept at whispering to animals.
I am.
And he might be able to help find out some more about the prince himself.
Very well. Please come. He takes you kind of to the side exit and then goes through a pair of double gates and sort of enters the yard. Now there are, I don't know, close to 5 horses kind of trotting about in here. And then the all kind of black thoroughbred stallion is in the back corner. He kind of gives a bit of a click with his tongue, and Prince Scatty comes, very pridefully trotting up, and says, "What you just speak to him then?"
I do, yeah. And then I cast Speak with Animals. All right, horses. I'm here with the AWU, and I was hoping to ask y'all a few questions, specifically that one. And I point at the whatever his name is, Prince something or other.
Scotty.
Yeah.
What do you want of me?
Well, I've heard that you have some sort of you're in touch on the weirder sides of this realm, and
You wish to touch Prince Scotty?
no. I was I was saying as in you have like a sense of sorts that most others do not. It seems like people tend to believe that anyways. So I was wondering if you noticed anything strange. Maybe it connects to these sheep disappearing. A big creature, it only takes so long for sheep to become horse. They get bigger, they get hungrier.
Things travel along the shadow roads, and sometimes I'm able to see them.
What have you seen? Anything recently?
I only can peer into that place, but a short while. But I can feel when people travel along the road, and when I gaze into it, I have seen the great shadows. The folk walk on, traveling. I have seen the things that walk through the dark.
What do you like? What have you seen? Anything specific? I don't know how all this works. I don't know how much detail you can give here.
A dark rider on a mare like myself.
Oh, how recent was that?
It was yesterday.
Oh,
Early in the
shit.
dark. Before, no, it was. The rider still has not left.
Did I hear him say "oh shit" like out loud?
Go
Kelpy, what's wrong?
shit. Well, you remember our friend on the horse?
Oh shit.
They're here.
Where? Ask where.
Can you sense where they are right now?
No,
Okay.
they passed by here, but in the dark place. So they are in the dark place, but I cannot see where they are now.
Okay.
Talok is slowly
so
sort of
apparently-
put his hand on his hilt of his sword just in case.
Apparently, our friend here can see into like a second plane. It's like he calls it the dark place. That
Is
people
it the other plane that Priestess Justera told us about?
The shadow
How there's
Throne.
like the alternate place, and then there's like the rift that occasionally opens. I'm assuming the dark place is
Maybe?
that.
It's like a shadow place. It sounds like.
That's
And
what I
apparently,
thought it is.
Oh yes.
apparently the rider was traveling through there.
So
Did you notice anybody like a group of travelers, maybe like a caravan coming through around that time, or just any time recently? This is kind of unrelated, but I just you're close to the road and whatnot.
It would be that sometimes they travel together. It would seem that the dark things come through on the dark road when the others come through town together.
Okay, I think the rider is following might be following the caravan through the shadow realm to kind of guard it, maybe.
The one who took your brother.
Yes, he said that they sometimes ride together, one in this realm, one in the other.
How long ago
He said
did they come through?
yesterday morning, I think is what he said. Yes, yesterday, like very recent.
Yes.
Okay.
We were close to catching.
We need to go. We need to get out of this
Well,
town. We need to get on the road.
They're still here. The rider's still here. Yeah, at least he thinks they are.
I agree with Nadine.
The rider's in another plane. Caravan is not.
But they still can probably
Chris,
see.
would I be privy to the information that like some planes can see out onto the material plane even from theirs?
So, yeah, make me a religion and a history.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
do I get to pick one of the two, or do I roll both?
Both for different lore.
Okay. Religion. So I have +4 and +6. Got it. Okay. First one, I'll do history first. History's a fail. That's a 4 + 3. The second one is a 7 + 6. 13 is my history, and 7 is my religion.
Okay, so wait, the second roll was... What was the higher roll?
The higher roll was the history. It was 13.
Okay. So... all right, so 13 is like, it's not specific knowledge, but it's more common knowledge. So it would be... It's hard not to like, it's hard not to give away details from like a way that wouldn't be like a religious sort of background. So I would say that you would have heard stories, you would have done research that yes, some things can see through the planes, some things can see into other planes. It's a way of augmenting vision, in a sense. So you would know about things like true sight, stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. And then you would perhaps know of other sort of like ethereal vision, things like that. So presumably it is possible for folks on different planes to be able to see, maybe not like one-to-one, but to be able to peer into for a short distance.
I haven't done extensive research on the topic, but I do know there are some ways that some beings can see throughout planes. So even if they're on another plane, like Moss said, does not mean we're safe.
But and this is out of character, isn't the information we kind of got about the Shadowfell is that it's like a mirror dimension of this one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's essentially, this is me out of character. The shadow, is it called Shadowfell? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I think so.
Shadowfell is like a mirror dimension of our plane or dimension or whatever.
I think it's just like a second.
Yeah, but then it's like there's like cracks that occasionally happen, and that's why Priestess Justera thought that the thing could get through. I think that's a recount of.
Yeah, there are doorways that can be opened. Some people can open up doorways themselves. Other doorways are permanent fixtures, like things that exist. And
I think
certain creatures can open up, these things for other people.
Okay, got it. So,
Well,
I think the horse, and this is back in character now. I think that the horse can see onto the Shadowfell, correct? But that would mean that if they're mirror dimensions, then that means that that thing, the rider, is either headed after the caravan, like Jim's caravan, or is tracking us.
I mean, could be both. Maybe they just assumed we were going to follow.
Either way, we're going the same direction. Nadine, are you all right with that?
Well, there's still not much we can do either way. They're not going to open the gate up.
If they're not
Unless
gonna,
we kill that thing.
do we just go through?
Is this gate like a big gate? Like, is there any way around the gate?
So there is basically a rock wall and a redoubt that's basically been built to the east and to the west of the gates itself, with kind of a steep hillside on the opposite section that's kind of riddled with rocks and kind of large spiked timbers that are sort of like buried into the soil. Okay, you all could sneak around the gate and flee town. Getting the carriage across is going to be nigh impossible.
I think we're just stuck here.
Unless we do what Nadine said and we solve the problem.
Yep.
I don't like the feeling that this thing might be watching us, though.
Well, there's nothing we can really do about that right now.
I suppose not.
Do you have other questions for the,
Surprisingly, I think you answered everything I had. Good job, Kelpy.
Well, thanks. Bruce and Willis. This is important. Hello. I feel like I haven't talked to you yet, and I don't really know how I haven't come to that conclusion. How do you enjoy your lives as horses?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not bad. It's not bad. I don't know. It's not bad, I guess.
All right. I mean, do we take care of you good? We do more for you?
Do you? I mean, you feed him more than you feed me.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll buy you both a big dinner, but yours will be a little bit bigger.
All right. Yeah, I like that.
Cool. All right. Sounds good. Thanks for the talk. I look over at Exotron. I think we're wrapped up here.
We do need to get supplies.
We do. Also, can I pay you to he heard what I said. He knows what I want. Feed the horses.
Oh yeah, yes, I can do that for you. Very much so.
All right, cool. Appreciate it. Just the one, the one is getting a little more food than the other, and he's kind of upset about it. So I'm gonna try to balance it out. Anyways, we'd love to look at your shop.
Talok slowly hide an apple he was pulling out from his pouch. He may or may not have been the one sneaking the apple to the other horse.
All right.
You just picked one.
As you guys prepare to go on the next to your little leg, you're going to do a little bit of shopping. I would say, by and large, anything that you would want from like the main equipment list and the player's handbook, yada yada, would be available. Anything specialty, I'd kind of just need to know what you're looking for and then kind of make a roll.
Man, I don't even.
Is there a smith in town?
There is not a. There's like it. There is a forge, but it is not manned in any capacity. It is part of the lumber yard, basically, and it's just a small personal forge to, do horseshoes or whatever is needed. But there is not a smithy.
Then I will go into like the store or whatever, and I will see if they got like a bandolier I could use to like just put around like my like from my shoulder down like underneath the other shoulder as just like 10 daggers holsters.
Oh my god. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to know what these specialty items look like, because I don't really have anything in mind. I just don't like the fact.
Essentially, all I'll be buying is like 10 daggers. But
Yeah. So for the bandolier, I don't know if it would be like 8 loops or something. I don't know how many loops would actually be in it.
That's still sick though. What else is everybody? What is everybody else buying?
I'm looking to get rations for 3 people for roughly.
Wait,
5 to 10 days.
You don't eat though. Why are you? You don't even. You have money?
Alan, 3 people minus 1 robot.
Yeah, I know, but like, I don't know, man. I thought we were doing pretty good. I haven't gone hungry yet.
Have you seen?
Yeah, I can find food for us like every single day.
Yeah, I can also help with that.
I have Natural Explorer. You're not wrong, but
adept at fishing.
Have you seen how much Nadine eats?
That's fair.
I do like my saltine crackers.
Okay, fine.
Nadine hears the word eats and perks up. What?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry.
We're buying food, Nadine.
Nice.
Food?
We're buying some, so then you can eat it.
Without
much
hunting? Okay.
So per day, ration per person is 5 silver, so 2 days for a gold.
So 3 gold.
Cool. How much did you end up paying for your bandolier thingy?
Haven't gotten that answer yet.
Oh, I wanted to let you finish that before I started figuring out what I want to do. Oh, mighty DM man, how much does his thing cost?
Really kind of looking for a comp on that. I'm going to say, let's say 1 gold piece here for a standard leather one.
Okay, that's basically what I'm just looking for. Not fancy. So 1 gold piece for that, and then the 10 daggers.
Yes.
Got it. It's 21 gold all total.
Yeah, I'm assuming that the pricing for the daggers is pretty standard and
Yeah, it's
PHP. Yep.
Right.
Kelpy just wants something cool. Kelpy wants to be more useful. That's what he wants, because he doesn't like getting told to be in the back, and he likes having good ideas and being cool and whatnot. He's not really super concerned about being like stabby or like good at murder, but he like wants to be able to like hold his own. So he's just kind of looking at these specialty items.
Kelpy,
What?
do you need a shield?
I use a big sword. I don't know if I can do a shield.
I don't think bards get proficiency.
Yeah.
Well,
What are these weird little knickknacks he's got going on? What's in the bucket of odd things?
Yep. So there would be a set of armor that
Okay.
is I don't know, quite well made. It is essentially just a +1 variety, or just a magical variety, I guess, as far as the homebrew rules are concerned. But it is kind of set aside, and it's in a heavy box. It is it looks like it's a chain shirt. It, however, is probably going to be far out of your guys' price range.
Okay.
And as far as other things, there is several vials of potions. There is kind of a sapphire potion that is for climbing. There is a kind of a brace of magical arrows. There is there is a mantle here that is kind of odd looking. It is got a nice kind of leaf patterned hood that kind of drapes into like a long green cape. And then there is a kind of a heavy worked leather belt that has various kind of like animal tracks kind of like worked into the pattern along the edge of the belt.
How much is the chain shirt?
This
Probably a lot.
yeah. So the chain shirt is basically it's like 3K.
Is it magical?
It is.
It's like hella magical, apparently.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
I'm just kind of like, guys, look at all this. Yeah, actually, no, I'd keep it. I'm not like being sneaky, but like I'm just kind of like just in my head about those comments. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna find something that's good for me. Can I like roll to see if I know what any of this stuff is before I ask? Because I'm gonna ask either way, I guess.
I would say Talok is already doing the same thing. I'd probably get a better roll if you want to give me advantage. We could.
Sure.
Yeah. So without like an identify spell,
I do
you
have
can
identify as a spell.
Okay, are you gonna cast it?
I will ritual cast it without spending a spell. So
Oh,
we're
we
gonna
can
sit here
only-
for a few minutes, guys.
You can only do it like on one item at a time, huh?
Yep, we're gonna take that time.
Which
Here we go.
which one are you doing? I'm just gonna test.
Which one do you want me to do first?
So there was a belt with the animal stuff on it.
Yep.
There was what was it, like a cloak?
Mm-hmm.
And a bracer, I think is the last
I
thing,
have a
right?
sneaking suspicion what that cloak is, and I kind of want to get that for Nadine if I'm right.
So do you want to look at the cloak, and I'm just
Nadine
gonna
is
play.
in the corner because I don't have any money.
What else was that? That's all there was, right? There were the potions, then there was the cloak,
Why don't
the
we just
belt.
ask and like save
the-
the time?
Oh, yeah. Hey, what does all this stuff do? Do you know?
Vaguely. These things were traded over the years. This mantle here came from an elven fella that was passing through, and he needed a whole new horse and cart, and I was able to supply him. He was in immediate need, and he was using this to cloak himself about in the woodlands. It's a curious thing. I can't seem to figure out how to get any use out of it, but it seemed to work fine for him, waiting for the right buyer. These bracers also came through. They were given to me by one of the local lords who was a champion archery performer. I guess he was in competitions. He's since shipped off to the war and needed to trade them for some cash to take with him so that he would have some, I guess, liquidity while he was away. And then likewise, this belt was also part of that deal. It is strange. Seems to be made out of some sort of animal sinew, and it likewise was used by him. He claims it gave him great luck when he was attempting to track certain things out in the wilds. He was an avid hunter of sorts.
I have a question. How much are those bracers?
The bracers themselves, they have been sitting for a while, and I know it sort of pawned them off on me, and I wasn't sure if he was going to be coming back for them or not.
They look like they'd be only about 100 gold at most.
You have 100 gold?
It seems like that's kind of it's about what I gave them for him. If we could up it a little bit, that it could be.
Then that would be a bit of a steal for you, wouldn't it? I mean, look at them. They're a bit ratty. Like you said, they've been sitting there for a while.
I tell you what, there, young fella, I understand that, you've got high hopes and stuff, but, I mean, honestly, I have to turn a profit here, so it's going to have to at least be 30% on my end, so, if you want to maybe pony up, 150?
150? That's a bit steep for us. What if I went 125?
How much money do you have?
What the fuck? I have like 12 gold.
2.
I don't have any money.
I can't continue to haggle like that, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm afraid you're just going to have to sit there. I simply
Wait,
don't have
what did
150.
What did you think the bracers did? I say in his ear.
Who, to me or to him?
You.
Me? Well,
Yeah.
Could we say I would cast Identify at this point on the bracers?
Yeah.
Right.
So, just kind of hanging out in the shop for a while. Eventually, you would deduce that these are.
Is it the bracers of archery?
Yeah, so it's bracers
Okay.
of archery for the.
I know these well.
Same.
Man, this
No,
is
what do they do? I don't know what these are. Tell me what they
I will
do.
lean over and be like, these will when you're shooting an arrow, give you a little extra oomph to the power of it.
Oh, that sounds really cool.
Yeah, exactly.
It's too bad that
by
you,
two.
it's too bad that you don't use a bow and arrow. That'd be really useful for you
It was
otherwise.
supposed to be for you, Nadine.
Oh, but I don't have any money.
I'm trying to get it for you.
Man, why is all this stuff like ranger stuff? I just want to.
I understand you have to turn a profit, but let's be honest, they've been sitting here this long. No one's gonna come pick it up. You're in a backwards town. I mean, how often do you get adventurers coming through looking for these items?
I could trade you something. Just to sweeten the deal up.
Could you now?
So
Yes,
I
yes.
am a pretty decently known musician. I did kind of well in Bastion. I have a hand drum here that I could put my signature on. That's gonna have some value.
That's
Plus,
right
it's a
there.
very finely made hand drum. Also, it's from the. Oh God, what is my hometown?
Oh god. I can guarantee you the hand drum itself is not worth much, but the second he puts that signature, it's at least 300 gold.
Well,
And that's a
no, the
profit.
hand drum's worth pretty. That's like a.
Shh, I'm trying to make it. I'm lying.
worth even more.
You say I'm lying. We're so bad at haggling. We're so bad at this.
You know.
Anyway, sir, I don't know if that's enough to help with the deal or anything. You know, I'm not sure. I'm but a humble musician. I've come to a fan base that I've come to appreciate. But I could trade this plus maybe what the asking price my friend put on it, 125 in the drum.
Well, if we're going to be giving him a drum with your signature, let's drop it to 100.
I tell you what, I'll do the 125. But here, do me a favor, all right? What was your name again, Mister Kelp?
Kelpy Tuffet.
Okay, good. All right. So you're a musician or something?
Yes.
All right. I am a huge fan of the Muses. So if you could take that drum and get them to sign it.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Maybe in this scenario we could drop it to 100 because that's a lot of footsteps.
Also, ow.
And if you could then return it, but I don't just let's not gum it up with your signature, just theirs, please.
Okay. Well, I won't sign it then.
And then keep it like legible, and if you could have it say maybe what should it say? Something like affectionately yours.
I'm writing this on my hand.
Or like to our biggest fan, Exitrin.
Okay.
With love, and then have them sign it or something. That would be great.
Well,
every time he changes it, I like scratch it out of my hand already.
You see, that's actually a wonderful thing because I know the Muses.
Well, that's great. I didn't realize that the crew. Either way.
Oh no, they're personal friends of mine. I met them earlier this week.
I'm gonna smack Talok so hard in the back of the fucking knee and go, cool, so why don't you go take the drum to them?
I'm trying to lower the
And
price.
just
I
desperately-
don't have 125 gold.
Why would you bargain that if you didn't have that much gold?
I have close to that much.
Okay, fine, then we'll also throw in some arrows of mine.
I don't know if that's gonna.
I have the silver arrows.
Never need those though.
However, they are very busy. I will need to use a bit of my gold to sort of grease the wheels there. For that sort of idea, can we drop it to 190?
190.
No, 100 or 90, whichever one.
100 or 90. Who are you?
Bad at bargaining.
I'm sure this works. This is like keen bargaining wherever Orcish tribe that like Talok comes from.
Oh.
But we're all just like banging our heads into the fucking wall.
This is you're being very culturally insensitive.
Can I try on this cloak thing? You said you couldn't figure it out.
No.
No, I can't try it on, or no, you can't figure it out.
No, you can't. You can't try it on.
Well, how am I supposed to know if I want to buy it if I can't?
Guys, please.
I just wanted to fucking buy something.
How about this? $80, 80 gold for the bracers and
Listen,
the autograph.
you
And you
shut-
also get to take a mental photograph with our robot.
All right, hey, stop listening to him. Okay, here's the deal.
Nadine sits in the corner and starts crying.
Here's what we're gonna do. How about 110 and the autograph drum? Does that work for you?
115 and the autographed drum.
Let's go get the drum first.
I look at Telok. We good?
Yeah, we can work with that.
Okay, yeah, that works.
All
We will
right.
take your deal. We're gonna go get your drum. We'll be right back.
All right. Very good. Good luck.
Yep.
Also, don't forget about the boarding.
The what?
We have to pay for boarding, guys.
How much is the boarding?
It's 2 gold a night.
No problem.
2 gold.
Can I roll to see if I find a singular gold piece on the ground because I have no
Roll
money?
for money.
Wait,
Can I roll to see if anyone has dropped a singular gold piece on the ground?
Oh,
We
look,
gotta
a
get
penny.
paid.
Like a sleight of
We'll keep
hand
that
or
open.
something?
We'll keep that out as an idea.
Damn it!
Chris, for this, can I return my bandolier with daggers?
I just assume that it's kind of on a shelf. Like, yeah, okay, I'm not going to want that. And you just sort of slide it aside.
Yeah, okay. Awesome. I can afford it now. It's fine.
Oh,
Oh yeah, because you bought that thing and 10 daggers.
Yep.
Like that was actually probably a lot of money.
Yeah, it was only 21 gold. It's fine. But now I have enough to buy the
That
bracers
is
if we
more
can-
than I have.
I've done a lot of work in the past. For
Yeah, I guess so.
you,
I don't. You know.
Tawa, can I have money?
I sort of look at her. I will be spending a lot of money on you very
Why are
shortly.
you buying me? I don't understand. Nadine is like a child and is like very scared right now. And like, if she could like want her mom, she like would want her mom. She's like all these like grown adults, and I'm an adult technically, but all of these like older people than me are like yelling at each other and like talking about money, and this is very scary and overwhelming for her.
Oh my
And I'm
gosh.
projecting right now, so Nadine kind of just like sits in the corner. She's like kicking dust. Just like fucking like fiddling, like freaking the fuck
All right,
out. She's like, I
here.
don't understand what's going on.
Why are mom and dad fighting?
Why are dad, and also kind of dad fighting?
Okay.
Everyone's fighting but me, and
let's
I'm
go,
really
let's-
good at fighting.
Let's go get the
Let's go.
autograph.
Let's go do this.
God.
I'm gonna. I'll catch up. I'll be right there.
Yes, Kelpy, could I have the drum so I can try to...
Yeah, I hand it to you.
I'll go find the muses.
Before I leave, like I'm gonna go right behind them. But before I leave, I want to ask about the potions. What's in the bottles there?
Let's see. Healing, climbing, some other kind of climbing. This one I don't know. It could turn you into a spider. I'm not sure what it was saying. And this one here, I guess it allows you to. The way he told me is that it makes you all fuzzy. Your guess is as good as mine.
I want that one. I want the fuzzy drink.
It's just gonna be like mead.
Potion of speed, here we go.
How much for the fuzzy drink?
Honestly, it's been sitting here for a while. I could give it, for 50 gold pieces. It's probably a solid price point for it. That same price as the healing.
You are okay. That's maybe another time. Maybe I'll come back. We got stuff to do. Anyways, you have a good one, guy. I walk out.
It's a good day.
hey,
That
Nadine,
guy is a fucking
What's up,
scam
boss?
artist.
can you help me bring all of these rations to the cart?
Yes, Nadine's gonna help Moss carry things to the cart and let the other two go deal with the drum shit.
Alright,
Okay, I
Kelpy,
guess we're
let's
gonna go. We need to find a source of income.
Yep.
This is just. Maybe I can just sit on the street and beg for money with my banjo.
No, you shouldn't have to
Maybe
do
if
that.
we
You're a
kill the
hero,
thing, they'll
Kelpy.
pay us.
You're a hero, Kelpy. You shouldn't have to do that.
Why am I a hero? What?
I have to think for a second. You stopped thieves back in Ellengo. That's heroic.
I did?
We all did. It's what... Anyway.
When did that happen?
Oh my. Remember when you were talking to the fish with the bucket? It doesn't matter.
Oh, well, they were like, yeah, I guess. They were like human trafficking. Or if people think. Humanoid trafficking.
Anyway. Oh, look. Kelpy, those are my new friends. The three
Oh.
Ds.
I just kind of casually pull out my banjo and like am walking, like tuning it.
Be careful they get
Like,
jealous.
pretending
maybe
like
don't. Maybe don't do that.
I'm gonna keep doing it anyway.
Okay.
Oh, hey there. Didn't see you there. Sorry.
The small council behind the two covered wagons is interrupted as they are kind of prepping and preparing their movements. The sky is growing steadily warmer as golden hour is approaching, and soon, when dusk is here, they will be giving, their entertainment for the evening on the main stage in Celebration Square nearby. But as you approach, the picking on the lutes becomes less as the muses turn and they see you, Talog, and say, this one has returned. Greetings again. It is good to see you. You've brought a different friend.
How's it going? My name is Kelpy Tuffet, somewhat renowned musician.
Very good. Dahlia. Daya. And I am Darren.
Well, it's a pleasure.
Well,
I don't suppose that you have come for another private show?
as much as that would be appreciated. You see, I was so enthralled by your performance earlier that I just had to tell my friends about it. And Kelpy here, the musician he is, had to meet you. Musicians so great and performers as wonderful as you all.
Oh.
He was wondering if you could get your autograph, actually.
What?
Go along with it, I'll elbow him.
Why couldn't you just get the autograph?
Darren approaches and kind of gets up in your face, Kelpy, and kind of assesses you and says, "You
Hey.
are quite the specimen.
Well, thank you.
I don't suppose that you would like to play with us."
I would like to roll a performance check to try to impress them as my answer.
Okay.
That's an 18.
You begin kind of picking a bit and kind of like matching the cadence of some of the tunes that you heard coming from what they said. You have a very good ear. What else is good on you, friend?
Ho ho, boy, I'm gonna take a step back. Get the autograph.
I mean, I've been told I've got good hair.
Moss, what's going on over there?
And that
Moss, what are they doing?
Don't worry, Nadine.
Huh.
There's a little bit left at the shop. Let's go back.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to play with y'all though.
Oh, sisters, you hear he wants to play with us. This is so good. You must come back and have dinner with us afterwards, after our performance.
Yeah, okay.
You can invite your big stony friend too.
Oh yeah, you're talking about Moss. Yeah, I'll tell Moss.
Yes.
Cool.
And are you going to watch the performance then?
Oh, for sure, for sure.
That is such wonderful news. Now, you have to excuse us. We are quite busy right now. I know you said you wanted an autograph, right?
Just a deep sigh. Yes, I wanted an autograph. I apologize.
Okay, let me take the drum. Thank you. Thank you for this. I tell you what. Why
Just,
don't
you
I...
know-
Just,
go.
I'll just hold it for a bit. That way I'll let the anticipation grow. And then you can come and get it later tonight.
Oh, you see, we need it very soon. He's very impatient, man.
Oh,
What? No, that's okay. Yeah, no, we can get it.
Kelpy.
We can get it later tonight.
Okay, goodbye, Mr. Fish.
Okay, goodbye.
They all start kind of spinning and dancing and doing this weird, like, kind of multi-step movement as they kind of walk away from you in this kind of supernatural cadence. And as you see them do that, you are kind of like, you couldn't help but just be filled with a little bit of glee. And if you do not already have inspiration, please gain inspiration.
Man, I don't, out of character, I don't fucking trust these guys at
course
all.
not.
They are...
In
Kelpy
character,
is
I don't
like,
trust him.
anyone
Kelpy-
who flirts with Kelpy is immediately like, these guys are weird. They're suspicious.
Kelpy, we were
That was,
supposed to get the autograph.
Well, I tried, but he said he wanted to wait later, so I waited
And you
later.
couldn't...
I couldn't what?
It's fine.
Why'd you have to throw me under the bus like that?
Because you're the good liar.
Well, you just could have not talked, and I would have just told... I usually don't even lie half the time.
You see Talok sort of just have to go zen for a second. He's like doing a bit of a breathing exercise. He's actually pretty
Like-
good at it. He's done this a lot.
If you really think about it, most of the time I'm just telling the truth that people don't want to believe.
Well, how are you going to tell Nadine that we lost the drums needed?
We didn't know. We're just gonna get it. We're gonna explain to him what they said. He'll understand. He's a fan.
Except we have no proof to bring back to him that they actually said that. I
We got our
he's-
word,
Oh,
and we
that's
don't
good.
have the drum anymore. I guess
Kelpy.
he's not. Just, what?
People don't trust that easily. Take it from me. People
Well-
do not trust that easily.
This guy's a scam artist anyway. He wanted me to pay 50 gold for a drink that makes you fuzzy.
You know, that's pretty on par.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Welcome to the kingdom.
As some time passes, you return and regroup as the final vestiges of sunlight kind of dip over the western tree line, and the entire village kind of descends into the warm glow of lantern lights as many folk, perhaps 24, come out of their homes and make their way to the celebration square, where from out of the woods, kind of draped in long purple robes with their heads covered in long hoods, these long trains of cloth kind of sweeping along the stone cobble, the trio of muses make their way to the main stage as anticipation begins to grow. And soon, after standing all three of them facing towards each other in the dead center of this gazebo, they begin a slight kind of waltz of sort, all kind of moving in unison, as then suddenly throwing back their robes, they present their instruments and begin to put on quite a magical display as balls of luminescent arcane light float out and take on various shapes. They do interpretations through song to show the story of animals and hunters and lovers and death. And this performance goes on almost like a play, people hooting and hollering in enjoyment from the nearby crowd, people vending wine and ale from nearby tents, making purchases of roasted quail that are being kind of charred on spits. And this small, bleak village has finally come alive for the first time that you've seen. You see the blue dragon-born sergeant enjoying himself nearby, sitting on a stump. Several of the crown guard kind of march back and forth along the streets, ensuring that everyone's, properly protected and safe. You even see Exitrin, Snakebite makes an appearance, and several of the locals. As this performance goes on, it is rudely interrupted in the distance, although many people ignore it, by the sound of a horse neighing and kicking and shrieking shrill and high. You see Exitrin bolt across the cobblestone to the south to head to his barn to check on the horses and see what is the matter.
I immediately go to Nadine's side and just have my hand on my hilt.
I look at Talok, I nod, and I think we look at the others.
I give a nod back.
Do you want
Let's
to go?
go.
Nadine?
I start sprinting.
He's already going. Let's go. And I'll be.
They're gonna kill Bruce and Willis. We gotta go.
No, not Bruce Willis.
It's Bruce and Willis, but whatever.
I
I'm
will
running.
Specifically, keep myself in front of Nadine to protect her if that person's there.
As you all run and sprint towards the stables, you see that Exitrin has climbed over the fence and is running out as kind of bucking about wildly and snorting. You can see just the hot breath and the cold air of the evening in this damp river valley come out of the nose of Prince Scotty as he is just terrified and whiling about. And Exitrin comes up and kind of grabs him and begins to calm him down as he begins muttering under his breath, "Oh, it is happening again, it's happening again. It's here. He sees it. He sees it. It is happening again."
I think we should go check where the sheep are.
Should I? Okay, well,
How many spell slots do you have left?
I have 2 more. I can do it again and still have. I mean, I have.
But-
I'll be good. Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. What's wrong, horse? What happened?
All right. He calms. This dark beast is hunting again. It has come back. The Dark Rider. He's going to let it out. He's going to let it out to feed.
Wait,
It's come.
can you tell us where?
It was heading north.
All right, we gotta go deal with this. It's the beast. He said the rider's gonna release the beast. I don't.
Let's go to where the
he
sheep
said-
are.
Yeah, he said he's north. So
I will get everyone just behind me so that they're safe, and I will cast False Life on myself.
I would wait until we maybe get. How
It
long
lasts
does
an
it
hour.
last?
It lasts an hour.
Okay, cool. Let's go, and I start running.
Alright, yeah, I'll do it first level. Sure, why not?
I will also continue running with them and give guidance to Talar.
Alright, 8 temp HP. I'm loving this.
All right. You all run back towards the pasture.
Mm-hmm.
And as you get there, you see the gate has been wide open. A lantern inside can be seen, which was illuminating the interior space of the barn itself. But the main doors have been swung wide open, and you can hear as sheep are now running amok out in the field. When you would know that after talking to Ando, that his intentions were to keep them locked up and well lit.
Julius, where are you, man?
Kelpy, did you
I think
incite a rebellion?
just go in.
Yeah, I'm.
I think we just
running
go
in.
through the
Yeah,
barn.
Yeah.
I'm yelling for Julius.
All right, you guys enter. The space is kind of dimly lit. Long shadows are everywhere. And as you peer out, you can see long kind of tread marks in the soil just outside of the barn where the doors are swung open. And one of the door hinges is almost kind of like lurched off of the stone and wood pylon and is kind of hanging there, kind of stuck in the soil, as if the doors were
shit.
ripped open.
That's
I
not
think
good.
Nadine kind of dashes outside.
Yep, I'll
Yeah.
Following the
keep right
tracks.
by her.
Let's go.
Like up here or something.
All right. So just at this point, you are kind of out, and this whole area is mostly like really, really dark. So I don't know if you guys need a light source or who would need a light source, but you're kind of like peering out into darkness.
I have very good dark vision.
Me too.
Where is it?
dark
Do you have a torch, Moss?
I think we all have.
Probably.
Yeah. I
I
have
have one.
60 feet of dark
I have a
vision.
torch.
Okay, light the torch then.
All right.
Pull out a torch and light it for myself.
You pull out a torch and light it as you can hear the bleating and cries of nearby sheep kind of running about in just skittering random directions. And as you hold the torch up high and the rest of you kind of gaze out into the dim light, as the shadows dissipate, you almost see this vaguely reptilian figure almost kind of manifest out of darkness as if it were smoke forming into a long reptilian shape. And it beats these long, wide reptilian wings with this long black tail as this terrible-looking draconic creature floats above the pasture for a brief moment and then reaches down and just grips a sheep into its mouth with its large reptilian head. It sees you, and you kind of see these just dim pinpoints of dark eyes, almost like red, glowing like red hot coals, and it just
Yep, it's a dragon.
it picks up the sheep, and the sheep goes no.
And
Oh shit.
We attack. I take out my bow and I
I-
shoot it.
Can I try to vicious mockery it before we get into like just as a reaction to try to save the sheep?
Well, we are going to
Okay.
gonna have to do that, but we have reached the 3-hour mark,
Ah.
and so we are gonna pick up right here during our
Alright.
next get together.